More when you said that.
Mm-hmm.
Got a thumbs up.
You're on air.
We ready to go?
Yes.
All right, we'll call this meeting of the Building Advisory Board to order. Chair requests staff confirmation that the Kansas Open Meeting Act required notice has been properly provided.
Yes, I can confirm the packet was posted and the required notice was provided.
Okay, roll call.
Board Member Cool. Board Member Frazier.
Say here.
Oh, Frazier.
Yeah.
Board Member Holmgren.
Here.
Board Member Reed.
Here.
Board Member Smith.
Here.
Board Member Wendels.
Here.
Board Member White.
Here.
And Chair Renz.
Here.
So with 7 out of 8 members, we have a quorum and we can proceed with business.
Okay, item number 2, approval of minutes. We'll just go through these one at a time. Okay, approval of the minutes of the December 12th, 2023, 2012 to 2018 UMC Subcommittee meeting. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
I move to approve those minutes.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. We approve the minutes of the December 12th, 2023, 2012, 2018 Uniform Mechanical Code Subcommittee meeting. Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, moving on. Item 2.2, approval of the minutes of the February 13th, 2024 regular meeting.
I'll move to approve those.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the minutes of the February 13th, 2024 regular meeting. Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, that carries. Item 2.3, approval of the minutes of the February 27th, 2024, 2012 to 2018 International Residential Code Subcommittee meeting.
I move to approve the minutes of the February 27th, 2024.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. We approve the minutes of the February 27th, 2024, 2012, 2018 International Residential Code Subcommittee meeting. Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? That carries. Item 2.4, approval of the minutes of the May 2nd, 2024, 2009 to 2018 International Energy Conservation Code Subcommittee meeting.
I'll move to approve the minutes of the May 2nd, 2024 meeting.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the May 2nd, 2024, 2009 to 2018 IECC Subcommittee meeting. Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, that carries. Item 2.5, approval of the minutes of the January 14th, 2025 regular meeting.
I'll move to approve the minutes of the January 14th, 2025 regular meeting.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the January 14th regular meeting. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That carries. Item 2.6, approval of the minutes of the August 12th, 2025, 2012 to 2018 International Fire Code Subcommittee meeting.
I'll approve the minutes of, or make a motion to approve the minutes of the August 12th, 2025 subcommittee meeting.
I'll second.
You guys are rolling. Good work. Approval of the, it's been moved and seconded to approve the meeting, the minutes of the 2012, or the August 12th, 2025, 2012 to 2018 IFC Subcommittee meeting. Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? That item carries as well. New business. Public hearing items. Are there any public hearing items to go through?
So.
Okay. Item 3.1, Proposed amendment to section 718 of the 2018 Uniform Plumbing Code.
Good afternoon. As you can see on page 26, we have had some issues surrounding building sewers. Our proposed amendment to 718.0 of the 2018 Uniform Plumbing Code. Just a little background on that. City staff, inspectors, and citizen complaints have caused Building Services Division to take consideration of building sewers and change of direction of the pipe within the building sewer service line from the dwelling to the street main. The use of straight 90 angle fittings to drop elevation or change directions have caused problems with the waste flow, and the use of tools to release blockage from the pipe. If that pipe should be blocked. Snake tools used to free blockage cannot easily pass through a straight 90 fitting and become stuck or fail to clear the blockage. Although Part 1 drainage system addresses the change of direction of pipe, the use of approved fittings and or sweep fittings for increased and more efficient flow, and the use of blockage tools, Part 2 building sewers does not. Building Services would like to amend the building sewer section of the 2018 Uniform Plumbing Code to have more unified standard for all drain and sewer piping. From the last fixture inside of the dwelling to the utility line in the street. This would benefit homeowners, contractors, and service personnel. So the proposed amendment would be in 718.4, which is Part 2, building sewers. And that would be changes in direction of drainage flow. All the changes of direction of drainage flow in building sewers shall be made in accordance with 706.1 through 706.4 of the Uniform Plumbing Code. If the board agrees with the recommended amendment, a board member may make a motion to add this amendment to the proposed UPC draft ordinance. So the definition of building drain, of course, is the last horizontal drain from the last fixture to 2 feet outside of the dwelling or building. And then the building sewer, of course, is the rest of the line from 2 feet outside of the building all the way to the sewer main in the street. So code context, you can read it here. Part 1 is drainage systems. And then Part 2 is the building sewers. So there was not a change of direction stipulations in the building sewers at all. So we've had problems with straight 90s being put in when they had to drastically drop elevation to meet the stub out from the building or the street sewer. So just to keep it all uniformed, this is what we recommend.
I would make a motion to approve the amendment for the building sewer section of the 2018 Uniform Plumbing Code.
Could I ask one question before we do that? On the building sewer section, it says in here that building sewers shall run in practical alignment, uniform slope, not less than a 1/4 inch
Yes.
toward the point of disposal. So point of disposal being where it hits the main.
Yes.
But aren't there exceptions? Isn't there a list of exceptions in the code that allow for with certain pipe size, with 4 and 6 inch pipe, that allow for that slope to be less than a 1/4 inch per foot? Because we run pipe, we run that at less than
4
a
inch
1/4
at
inch all the time.
Yeah.
And so I just want to make sure I'm understanding this right, but that there are exceptions to that 1/4 inch per foot slope out to the main.
Oh, yes, of course. That is the slope of the pipe for drainage. So that is in the building drain also is that stipulation. But that was just an example of that's the only kind of regulation that they have on building sewers. They have no code for change of direction or anything like that. So that is basically the only mention of any kind of direction of that pipe they have in Part 2 building sewers.
But
I think what Skeeter's getting at is like 4-inch pipe, we run at 1/8 inch per foot.
Yes.
yeah.
And
but
that'll
it
still
does-
be the
but-
same.
But here, it just says in here, and I'm assuming that this whole thing is part of the amendment, that under 718.1, it specifically says a slope not less than 1/4 inch per foot toward the point of disposal. But we run shallower than that.
Right.
Yes, according to pipe size, yes.
Okay, but it doesn't clarify that. My understanding is that after 718.1, there are exceptions.
Yes, there is.
Okay, and I just want to make sure if we're approving this, I agree with the 90s. The hard 90s seem like a bad idea.
Right.
But I'm just concerned, I don't want to lose sight of the exceptions that the exceptions that allow for a shallower slope that follow this.
I do understand your concern, and I assure you that nothing has been taken out of the code.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So I've made the motion. Don't you want me to remake that motion?
No, I just wait for a second. Okay, all right. So it has been moved and seconded to accept the proposed amendment to Section 718 of the 2018 Uniform Plumbing Code. Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, the motion carries. Item 3.2, the proposed amendment to Section 4.3.1.4.1, exceptions of the 2018 International Residential Code.
So proposed amendment to 403.1.4.1 exceptions, just the exceptions of the 2018 International Residential Code. A little background. This section of code has been a source of confusion for contractors and staff over the years. The exceptions for accessory building footings and the frost depths are very broad. Regarded listed in exception 1, a 600 square foot exception is a very large building, equivalent to a 3-car garage in size. This is based off eave height of structure. Wall height is a factor in uplift, but not in bearing or the protection from frost depth or the footing being displaced from frost and melt. Listed exception 3 identifies any deck that is not being supported by a dwelling, but has always been a policy that all deck footings are below frost depth, whether they are attached to the main structure or not. Staff has contacted the International Code Council for explanation on the verbiage in these exemptions and the reasoning behind it. Through continued correspondence, the ICC has never really given me a clear answer on why it is 600 square feet. It has been staff's policy that all accessory building structures 400 square feet or larger and deck footings are to be below frost depth by 6 inches. This interpretation has been upheld by the cities of Salina's last 3 building officials, and staff would like to turn this interpretation into a code amendment to end the confusion of when we have contractors calling in for their footing. So the proposed amendment to R 403.1.4 minimum depth. Exterior footings shall not be placed less than 12 inches below undisturbed ground surface. Where applicable, the depth of footing shall also conform to sections R 403.1.4.1, R 403.1.4.1, frost depth, or frost protection, except where otherwise protected from frost, foundation walls, piers, and other permanent support shall be protected from frost by one or more of the following methods. 1, extend below the frost line, table 301.2, subsection 1, or 2, constructed in accordance with section R 403.3. 3, constructed in accordance with ASCE 32 or erected on solid rock. Footing shall not bear on frozen soil unless a frozen condition is permanent. So I would only like to keep the second exception. The other two would go away, which would call out for 600 square feet with a 10-foot height. And the deck footings that have decks that are attached to the house, I would like to take those out of there because that has not been our policy on those, and just have this one exception: protection of freestanding accessory structures with an area of 400 square feet or less shall not be required.
And an accessory structure is considered a structure that's not attached to the existing primary structure. It has to be completely detached.
Yes, sir. And it would be an accessory building to the main structure.
Okay. Is there any discussion? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the proposed amendment.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the proposed amendment to 403.1.4.1 of the 2018 International Residential Code. Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion carries.
Board members, on those two items that you have made a motion and approved today, those will both be shown in the drafts that we will review at a future date, and that is what Ian will go over now.
Okay.
We'll do election of officers first.
Okay, I was going to say administrative items, item 3.3, annual business meeting, election of officers.
All right, so thank you, Chair and Board. The election of officers for 25 and 26 is before you today. Usually the meeting in September is generally the annual board meeting. We did not have a quorum for our September meeting, so here you all are today. Thank you for all being in attendance for our October meeting. This is the annual business meeting where we will elect officers and nomination of representatives to serve on any applicable subcommittees. We are at 8 members and 1 youth member as of right now. So the first item of business for today is to elect a chair, and then we will go to vice chair. Charles Renz currently serves as the chair. With the exception of any new appointees, our youth member cannot be the chair. All current members of the commission are eligible for the position of chair. So with that, I will open it up for anybody that wants to volunteer or nominate anybody else for the position of chair of the Building Advisory Board.
I would volunteer as vice chair.
Do we have any chair
have a-
nominations or anybody that's wanting to, if somebody wants to do it again, or if they want to, anybody else?
I'd make a motion for Ryan White to be chair.
I would second that motion. Second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for Ryan White to be the chair of the Building Advisory Board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, Ryan White, new chair of the Building Advisory Board.
Oh,
Good
boy,
work.
thanks.
Good work.
Yeah.
All right, so we do have someone that's offered to be the vice chair. Can I have if there's anybody else that's interested? If not, I will entertain a motion.
Okay, we have a, I'm
Motion,
sorry.
David
Vice chair.
Holman,
Okay.
vice chair.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. David Holmgren for vice chair. Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. So moved.
Very good. Thank you.
Let's see, preliminary discussion items. Item 3.4, draft ordinance for the 2012 to 2018 code adoption.
If you would like to look at our screen over here, I have a few slides. This is just information on the code update and future meetings for the BAB. The agenda on this is to talk about the code upgrade timeline, update on future meetings, and further code discussion. So a timeline of the code upgrade review since January of 23 to September of 2025. We have had subcommittee review. It's actually gone a lot longer than that. COVID kind of put a wrinkle in that, and it didn't get started until much later. September to present, city staff has been getting the city ordinance drafted. And also at present, draft ordinance will be sent to legal. Now, here's an important one. October 29th, 2025, here in a couple weeks, we will be holding a public forum in this room on the upgraded code and significant changes to the 2018 codes. I will be presenting a PowerPoint to the public on the significant changes. And if I could get members of this board to come and support any questions that they may have on some of these significant changes that we have voted on. You don't have to make any kind of presentation. I will be doing all the presentation, but if there is a question that they have that you could answer better than me, if you were on that board, I would appreciate your presence if you can. Then on November 5th, we will have our meeting to go over the same PowerPoint, and that's when you will make your recommendation on whether or not you would like to present that to City Council. And then we will take the public opinion, which may be viable or not, and kind of consider some of those if they have a valid opinion on something that is not clear or maybe a little confusing to the public. We will also discuss that at that November 5th meeting. Now on our timeline is we're hoping to have this over to the City Commission on December 8th of 2025 if possible. So that is our goal we are shooting for. We would like to have this done by the end of the year.
What time is the public forum on the 29th?
It'll be at 6 o'clock, Daisy.
We'll have the room ready at 5:30, and but we'll start at 6 just so we have some time to make sure that we let everybody get here. And you might have noticed that that November 5th date, it's not our normal second Tuesday of the month for Building Advisory Board. That is on Veterans Day, and the building will be closed, so we had to move that up to November 5th instead of November 11th.
That was going to be my question, is why we were on a Wednesday.
Yep, we tried to find a day that the room was available without the other boards, and just knowing that we weren't going to be open on the 11th for Veterans Day.
Good.
And I apologize, I forgot to mention that.
What's the notification that goes out for the public forum? What is it just on the website? Is there something that goes out to contractors or that goes out? How does that go out?
Yep, so we will have a public notice go out at the end of this week is our hope to have it out. That'll have the location of the meeting as well as our current draft ordinances. You will all receive that as well, so you'll have plenty of time to review the current drafts of all of the code changes that all the subcommittees have agreed to so far. So you have plenty of time to review those in advance, and the public will be able to see those as well. That goes, yes, to the website, as well as to all of, we're going to send it to the bid contractor list, the contractor education list, as well as our normal Building Advisory Board public notifications.
Is November 5th meeting, is it still 3 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I got one last slide there. So just to review our future meetings, public forum will be on the 29th. Volunteers would be appreciated. If you'd like to come, please let us know. And then November 5th, of course, we have the Building Advisory Board. And then the second Tuesday in December is the 9th. So we will have a regular meeting then. And then 2026, we're going to start having regular Building Advisory Board meetings like we should. If you could attend those meetings, that would be very much appreciated. And thank you.
All right, item 4, any unfinished or other business? Is there anything else?
Once we have the draft and everything approved by us, then it goes to the city commission for approval before the end of the year.
That is
Guys.
the plan, yes.
All right, item 5, public forum.
We have nobody on Zoom other than our youth member. So anybody that would want to speak is in the room.
Okay. All right, then it is time for adjournment. Is there a motion to
I'll
adjourn?
make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. We adjourn this meeting. Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, meeting is adjourned.